One of the things that is unfortunately not fantasy at the moment is the political environment. I thought to myself as I was thinking about talking about this, we're told to not talk about sex, politics, or drugs. And so I thought I'm going to try and cover all three today. Now, the political environment, for those of you who don't know, I'm sure we all know that Donald Trump has been elected as president, and there is currently a flurry of executive orders coming out specifically targeting the transgender community. Why am I talking about this? Because I'm transgender myself, and it is hurting my heart to see all of this coming out. This, we would hope, would not spill over into Australian politics, but we're already seeing it spill over. The Queensland government just made a determination that they're not going to allow transgender youth to access hormone replacement therapy or puberty blockers until over the age of 18. I want to share with you my experience growing up. I knew that I was transgender when I was 13. I was 14. I was talking to psychologists and psychiatrists, and I've been having a lot of conversations around that. And I was told that I would not be able to receive any help, any hormone replacement therapy until I was 18. That was the law in South Australia when I was 14, 16, in that time period. That almost killed me. It really did. It was really difficult, and I don't think people understand just how difficult it is to go through a puberty that you don't want to go through. To be told that you have to grow into a man's body before you're allowed to stop it. It was absolutely horrendous. This law and these things that we're seeing come up in the political landscape is honestly terrifying, and my heart hurts so much for all of those young Jasmines who are really going through it right now. I want to break a little myth here. There's a lot of misconceptions around surgical and medical intervention for trans people, and some people think, oh, it's this risky thing and it's terrifying and yada yada. It's really not. The regret rates for trans-affirming care is around 1%. To put that into context, the regret rates across any surgeries is about 14%. A lot of people will say, oh, it's because, they're doing these transgender operations on kids in school and they're going to school Brian and then coming back Brianna. No, that's not happening. That is not happening whatsoever. That is fear-mongering at its best. What is happening, though, is that intersex babies are being operated on for no reason. They have, medical anomalies, things going on, and the doctors will say, oh, well, there's a risk of cancer if we don't, deal with this. There's a risk of cancer in the same sense that I now have a risk of breast cancer because I grew boobs. It is no different. So I want to leave you with this. If you know of any trans people in your life, a little bit of extra